In this presentation, I'm going to give a few tips as to what you should think about when choosing a new brand. Many companies make the mistake of choosing a brand name that is as descriptive as possible. The thinking is that you need to tell the potential customer what it is that you're offering. However, this can be an expensive mistake in the long term. Of course, you need to say what it is that you sell, but that's not the job of a brand. If you identify your product with a descriptive term, anyone else in the same field can do the same. How then can the public tell one business from another? So, what should you do? Well, you need to start with the right name. You need to make sure it's free for you to use, and you need to protect it so that it's yours. Let's have a look at what these mean. Starting with the right name. Some names can never be protected fully. Example descriptions. Here's some examples of those. Common geographical names and surnames. These are all the sorts of words that any trader is likely to use and should be free to use to identify what it is that he or she is selling and where they're operating from. You cannot have a monopoly in these words, so while you may wish to use such words to identify your product, you also need a good brand name so that people can readily identify your products in the marketplace. The brand is a unique signpost to your business. So what can you use? Well, the best trademarks are invented words or words that have nothing at all to do with the product or service. What has the word Kit Kat to do with chocolate? Or the name of a river with online selling and distribution of products? The answer in each case, of course, is initially nothing. But now, the words are inseparable from the products or services. They are very powerful and valuable brands. Making sure it's free for you to use. Before you do anything else, check to see what other traders in your field are using. Try a Google search. Other search engines are available. If you don't find any obvious obstacles, that is, another trader using the same or a similar trademark for similar goods or services, then you need to have a full trademark search carried out. You can use the IPO website to carry out word searches, and we have access to specialist databases and can handle this for you and advise on the results. Once you've chosen your trademark and cleared it, you need to register it. Question first is where? UK? Europe? Where are your markets? Register where you will be selling under the brand. Of course, in the case of internet businesses, this requires some careful thought. You also need to consider what you're actually going to be selling under the brand. Carefully define the goods and or services for which the mark is to be used, not just now, but in the future. So what will a registration give you? First of all, it's ownership of the brand. It's an asset. Registration establishes that you or your company own the brand, and this could be very important when you come to sell the business, for example. You have the right to stop others using the same or a similar brand for the same or similar goods or services. So others can't simply cash in on the goodwill and reputation that you've built up in the brand. And you have the opportunity to stop others registering similar trademarks. If you have a UK registered trademark, you will be notified by the IPO of later attempts to register similar trademarks for similar goods or services, giving you the chance to object. So what does this all mean for your business? Well, the first thing to remember is that spending money on descriptive brands is simply helping the competition. You'll be promoting a generic term rather than ensuring that customers buy your products or services. So you need to choose the right brand to build an asset for the business, to allow for future growth. What might you be selling in the future? And to keep the competition at bay. You will be able to take action to stop them using the same or similar brand for the same or closely similar products or services. Don't make any decisions on branding without seeking professional advice from a qualified trademark attorney. Thanks for listening.